Hi, soulmate. You're welcome back to the stitches of our beautiful bustier, cupped bustier. Yes, with yoke. You can see how beautiful it is. Yeah, it's actually paid online class. As I said, during the drafting, something happened to some clips. You can see how beautiful it is. The pattern drafting have been days now. Really sorry, I've been so busy lately. Like, seriously. So let's quickly get started. So, what we have here is our bodies done transfer into our fabric. So, I also added the hairstay, okay? So, we also trace out our corset mesh, you can see. So, it's time to stitch. So, if you have your hemming gum, is also known as a fet, just iron it. Yes, so that it will be very easy for you to join the center of your bodies to the side seam. But first, you have to pin because I don't have that here with me. So pin this way, top stitch first, because it's a mesh. Yes, a crinoline mesh, so you have to top stitch first. So you can see we have full top stitching all around. So I have to trim out these parts. Any unwanted parts, trim it out. Yes, but so trimming out unwanted part, okay? Patiently trim it out this way, or it's not needed. See, time to stitch. So we have to mark. They'll be adding our boning, yes, but it's to the lining. So it's time to stitch, but we have to make sure we maintain seam allowance. Yes, we have to maintain our seam allowance. Usually, I work with half-inch seam allowance. So because of the fabric we're working with, I'll be working with 1 inch. Okay, yes, 1 inch seam allowance. So place it this way to mark out our seam allowance for easy sewing. Okay, you have to patiently mark this part for easy sewing. Mark it this way to the end part all round. So our boning will be adding to our lining part. So we'll take it to our sewing machine, but before doing that, we have to pin. You have to pin, patiently pin it this way to the end part. You can see how cupped it is. I haven't ironed it yet. So we'll pin this part as well. You can see how deep and pointy it is. So I have to check. So you can see. So by the time I place one here, we'll be having 8 inches. Find the midpoint. Make sure you patiently mark for easy sewing and pin it as well to the end point. That's the end line. Patiently pin, okay, for easy sewing. So when we are done marking and pinning, you just throw it to our sewing machine. So please, if you've not watched the pattern drafting, click on the link below there, okay? It will take you straight to the pattern drafting tutorial, okay? And please, if I find this video interesting, like, comment, share, okay, to help this channel to grow. And if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe. I love you all. So, pin this way. Pinning is very important when making a garment. Yes, that does not make you less professional. Makes work easier for you, stress-free. So, you can see how simple it is now. So just stitch, iron. You can see how deep it is as well. So time to place the back panel. Place it this way. So our size seam allowance is 2 inches. Okay, like what I said during the pattern drafting is for a client. Okay, so client said they want enough yes size seam allowance. Yes, just in case you put on weight. So usually I work with 1.5 inches or 1 inch size seam allowance. So mark as well, pin it, but make sure you iron your seam lines open when you are through. So I'm a bit fast here because you know this part, just to mark stitch. Okay, as you can see, to me it's much because crinoline mesh is not that relaxed. Yes, so are done with this part. So it's to work on the lining part, structure our lining part, then we'll move to the next step. So you can see the lining part I said earlier. So this boning is optional. You decide to structure it more than this. So here we are. Trim out this part. This part is basic except you add half-inch wide transferring. Now you have to trim that part. Okay. So it's time to introduce our already made bra cup. The one I have here is original already made bra cup. It also has a under burst wire. Yes, so you can see how cupped, that is how deep it is. So, but if you are using our regular already made bra cup, decide to double it. I've said that before. You can see. So we'll be fixing our cup on our lining, and we'll only be top stitching. So the line, you can see I only added air stitch to it all around to give it that stability because it's a crepe. Yeah, it stretches. So you can see. So make sure you place, so make sure that the bust area goes in properly. And please take note of your underbust. Make sure you place your cup properly because once your bra is above your under bust, your bust won't last properly when you're through. So make sure you patiently pin this part. You can see, so I'm pinning it all around. You can start to top stitch it all around, but before doing that, if you are using this original bra cup with under bust wire, you have to remove the under bust wire first, stitch all around before you insert the or your under bust wire, or you tack it all around like 4 places. My 3 places, I just top stitch 3 places: under bust, center front, and armhole side. So you can see how deep it is. You can see, so there is enough room for my already made bra cup. So I would stitch here as well, what I said earlier, and this armhole size seam. Yes, armhole parts. But I have to first pin and check my lining, because there is a way you will pin it, your lining won't relax properly. So by the time you put it on, your boots won't relax properly because your line, there's a pressure there. Can see what I'm talking about? So I have to quickly check by placing it this way, then ensure there's no pressure. You can see there's a little pressure on one side, meaning it's not well placed. This part, yes. So I'll quickly rectify it by adjusting it. But let me place this part. You can see how cup it is. Yes, how cup it is. So I will adjust this part to make sure my lining part goes in properly. You can see, so I have to adjust it this way. Top stitch. Decide to stitch it all around. I've said that before. Note the right side of our cup is facing, the wrong side of our cup is facing the wrong side of our lining. Do not forget that, you can see. So I will stitch now and show you guys. So you can see, guys, we are done stitching. You can see how relaxed it is. Okay, so there's no pressure on the lining part, because when there's pressure on your lining part, it's going to affect your boost. Your boost won't stand out properly. So it's time to fix our yoke, but before then, place it this way to check, make sure everything is meeting around. Please, no offline students, yes, asking questions. Yes, I do allow my offline students to join me live filming my tutorial. So usually we work with our yoke, but I want to pin it and show you guys something. This way you cannot stitch it. When you are through, it's called that to stitch it, there will be pressure, tension on the center front because the cup is so deep. So I had to pin it first for illustration. But what I did, I joined only the back yoke, then uh, uh, introduce my pinnable dress form, cut out my yoke, use hand stitches. Yeah, it was hand stitches on this front yoke. Close it to use hand stitches. Okay. Now I ask, as a fashion designer or as a fashion student, how many types of stitches do you know? It's not everything must stitch direct, yes. So that means you use hand stitches, running stitches. Let me not mention that. Let's focus on a tutorial. Ask Google. So this is it. You can see how it is. So for the front uh, design, yes, the front, it has a lace on the front part. Place your tape to find your shoulder to your high waistline. So find the midpoint of your bust pan. That's your distance from one nipple to the other. Though this part is optional. Try to uh, use beads, yeah, stored beads to work on this part all through. Yeah, so this part is optional. But if you're interested with this style, just pay attention, okay? So place it this way. So it was answers as well. Yes, I used answers to tag it around. I did not use a glue because for a client, yes, so not use glue when you're working, especially for a client. If for yours, you can, but if you have time, there's no need for glue. Yes, so I have to pin to create the back's waistline. But now to our pinnable dress form. So I have to pin it down. You can see how neat it is. Pin it around to confirm the bust area. Pin to the back. So when we are through pinning the lining part, then we introduce our main bodies. Yes, that's the right side of our bodies. You can see. Place it this way. Pin it down. This part to make sure it's the last. We want to place our lace fabric on it to cut out the one side back's waistline. The cup area, use beads on that part with hand grommet machine to fix our beads. Yes, it's not we didn't use hand stitches for the bead. It's the beads that had, that is the holeless bead. That's what we use there. So create this part this way. Pin it down. So cutting out these parts. Like as I said earlier, this part is optional, okay? So pinning it down this way. So it's time to unpin. Where is it? This one pin. Unpin all through. So here we are over to our table for better view. So checking it out, you can see how relaxed it is, both the underbust. Yes, so time to cut out this armhole part, side seam, dipping, excuse me, this part as well. Okay, cut out this part, chest line. So creating the back waistline, cut out this part for neat finishing. Yes, you have to patiently work on this part. Yes, patiently work on it. So introduce my straight row, making sure of my back waistline, side waistline, the chalk I marked is within my high waist, okay, area. So pin this part as well. Trim out the unwanted part. Like what I said earlier is a OLES bead that you use here. That is what the client wants. Angle machine all round. Okay, see how beautiful it is. You see? So, time to close it. But first is the yoke. Do not forget. So you can see what I'm doing here. Struggling with the yoke part because it's so deep. So, and the cup is original bra or sorry, original already made bra cup. You cannot easily press it down. So strong. So you can see, putting it this way. I wish is a moderate one. That's a regular already made bra cup. It won't have been this difficult. And the fabric as well contributed. So pin this way. If your fabric is not this crinoline mesh and crepe together, you can actually stitch direct. Even though the cup is so deep, that is the bust area, you can actually press it down, stitch patiently. Okay, you can see this eye should look so deep, but because of my under bust wire as well, is I had to clean insert it back so that I will not forget. So I will stitch all around this way, but mine I'll be removing that part because I'll be using hand stitches, but I stitched the back panel direct. You can see. So see, looking for a way, but mine, you can see the skin net I have on the table, so I'll be using to trace out my yoke. So, but I have to check to make sure the dots line meeting with each other. So open it up this way. I've removed my front yoke. You can see it now. So I'm focusing on the bust area. Yeah, it's one at a time. Do I have no notch yet? Okay. I just want to cross check to make sure I'm on the right track before I continue. So you can see the cup, you can see why it's impossible. So you decide to stop see this way, but your cup won't stand out. So you can see making sure this part is the last first. So checking is that line meeting with each other. There's enough room for the bows there. So I had to check once again before fixing my yoke. You can see how cup it is. You have seen this part for the introduction. You can see. So back to our table. So the part 3 of this tutorial is a skirt part with hip padding. There are film tutorial on hip padding. You can click on one of the links below to take you straight to the hip padding sewing tutorial. So it's time to notch this way. Going back once again, I'm not top stitching. Yes, because I'll be fixing my yoke there. So the yoke stitches will take care of the whole thing. But you have to check first. You can see how cup it is. Camera didn't do this blouse favor at all, these bodies. uh, can see how deep it is. So, time to stitch the side seam. I'm a bit fast here. We should know this part. Pin, stitch before your boning. Okay, you can see. For the boning, close to the boning. So, turn it to the right side. Give it a very nice press. Then introduce our yoke. You can see. Just trying to pull out the center back because of the boning. I have to use steam iron to give it a very nice press. So, here we are. A bit fast here, I just pulling it out. So I'll be taking to my ironing table on and through this part. You can see end part. We just create bias. Yes, to aim it. But our next focus now is the yoke. So you can see we're over to our pinnable dress form. So I place a skin net on the pinnable dress form, pin it down, then place my fabric. These are the clips that is missing. Now it's supposed to say that part where we'll place our yoke first. This is our skin net, yes, which is going to serve as our yoke as well. Before placing these uh, bodies, okay? Place it this way. So also place the first yoke, yes, to find the neck area. Cut out this armhole part. Cut out the shoulder part, the neck area, shoulder line, and armhole of this part as well. So this is the new yoke. Yes. So please, if you find this very interesting, like, comment, share, okay? And please, if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe. And if you have not watched the pattern drafting, just click on the link below to take you straight to the pattern drafting sewing tutorial. So, through, you can see how relaxed it is now. You can see the first one. You see the difference? Both the neck area. So, I have to adjust it on the bust area. Mark out the yoke line. Yes, I'll be following this chalk. You can see. So I will cut out this part straight. You can see it now. I will create that yoke curve for easy stitching. Yes, remember it's hand stitches. Okay, so I'll be following the chalk over to our table. You can see the chalk. You can see how simple it is. The stage. I don't want to temper with my Oreme bra cup. That is why I'm doing all this. You could say to top stitch. I've said that before, but I'm using hand stitches. Patiently stitch it all through. So I'll fix my needle this way. Okay. Following the chalk that I marked, I later pin as well. Let me zoom my camera. You can see. But make sure you use matching thread. Yeah. So So stitch all round. You can see how my cup is relaxed. You can see how beautiful it is. But there is no pressure at all. Both the lining part, both the right side. No pressure. So this part is not well relaxed. So trying to make it tight. So the pin, adjust it this way. So you have to be patient when you're working on this part, okay? To the right side, just follow the chalk. You see that deep part? Yes, the center front. Pin it again to the wrong side. Again. To the wrong side to your end part. The same thing that we're doing to the lace cutout. Let me use that word. Lace cutout. Yes, with one side back shape is hand stitches as well. But that part I use invisible thread. You can see how neat it is now. So when you stitch, you pull out the needle. So the pin, you continue this way. You can see the under bust. So just take a look at our yoke, so beautiful. So you can see, I must be honest with you guys, camera didn't do me favor at all. This yoke part was so neat, clean, the last, the bust area. So back to our table to continue, okay? You see, please do not forget to double your thread. So, Summit, please, if you find it interesting, like, share, comment, please, to help my channel to grow. Okay. So, I had to tie it very well. So, just join the shoulder line, you can see. Then cut out fabric. Because I like to use ribbon. Excuse me, yes, because I like to use ribbon on the end part to hem the down part. So, the 3D appliques, I've seen tutorial on this. I didn't bother to show this clip. So just click one of the links below. See the title. It will take you straight to the 3D appliques tutorial. Okay, so trying to create the 3D appliques. So I use copper wire. Makes it easy for you to twist it whichever way you want. So you can see. So trying to fix it this way. These hand stitches as well. Yes. fix the sleeve and the bead, draping bead on one of the sleeves. What I said, try to twist it because there is still copper wire in there. So over to our pinnable dress form. You can see how neat it is, especially the neck area, that's the chest area. So I'll fix my, sorry, I've pinned down the 3D plates. The neck area, I didn't need to, I realize I really need to blend it properly. So cutting out some sequence from the legs to design the other sleeve parts and stitches as well. Yes. So when it comes to embellishment, especially for a client, make sure you use hand stitches more than using glue. A glue is not advisable at all. Okay, so make placing it more to make it fuller on this part. I have to pin it first. This way. Not being creative, that is all. So thanks for watching. You can see. So I'll be doing that much later. So this part, to this my ribbon, I will stitch this way around to hem my blouse, the hem parts all around. So try to use bias or use your bias maker to create bias with your fabric. Let's trim out the 1/3 part. So that your end part will be neat as well. Though it's inbuilt, but it should also be neat. So through this part, see how beautiful it is. I haven't ironed it yet. So I have to take it to my iron table to iron it to very low steam. So this is the sleeve, one side sleeve and one side bead is this is how you create your beads. Drape pin one, fix it all around, and here we are. Thanks for watching. Please share. I love you all. I remain your favorite fashion tutor, Chi Living Signature. Bye.